I think we can say this is more like it. This is what I can say we've been missing.
That's what we've been expecting.
That's what we've been expecting from game week 1.
Yeah.
From and I think we can make jokes. He's a Sundowns fan. I'm a Chiefs fan. We are platinum haters of this club, but we still want to see good football. We still want to see good football being played. And
I think a collective of one of the best players, some of the best players in the country. Yeah.
Precisely. So I just wanted to, for you, what did you make of the game itself?
It was standard though.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was coming because Luke Amel hasn't had like a good record in South African football.
Okay.
He's the new coach, Chippa United. I don't know how they are.
And Chippa again, they've had a really bad, from game week 1, what they showed against you guys, they really. So this was a really good opportunity even before the game.
Yes.
For Pirates to really stamp the momentum of winning of the cup is taking us somewhere.
Yeah. But they came into this game not good. Well, you see the Chippa that we faced. You see those guys that were up for the game. But it seems like the change of the manager mid-season, so early into the season, kind of affected them, and Paris clearly took advantage of it.
Yeah.
You saw the way that they were playing. Apollo had one of his best games.
Yeah, I'd say this is the lightest that he's looked in a Pirates shirt. I think we underestimate the level of which wearing a Chiefs shirt, Pirates shirt, and I would say even a Sundowns shirt now, it's very heavy in the sense of the pressure, the expectation. And I think Bulugwane City, you do what you're doing, it's fine, it's cool. You play for your national team. You are able, but this is a ghost. This is an institution of South African football. So I'm glad that, because obviously this bodes well for the national team, having him being confident.
Yeah.
Was he called up for the...
He definitely
So I think him having this performance boded well. I think you could tell that he was very lively.
Yeah.
And I think, again, obviously Mfokeng has been in and out of the team as of recently.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm thinking maybe the coach just wants all this transfer rumors to dial down before we can fully throw him into the deep end. But I also just want to note, Tito Masongai, someone who a week ago, we were about to, switch on the alarm for Ford Watch because, he had been hooked in halftime of the game against Sundowns, and there you go, gets himself a goal and overall a pretty present performance for the most part.
But this is what you expect Tito to give you though. Okay. Against the Chippas, against Marumo, against the TS Galaxies.
So you're saying it's not really anything to write home. It's it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah, basically. This is what you expect. Okay. I think the criticism with Tito comes in the big games, when you expect him to show up. Seems like it goes into hiding. I don't know why is that. It's weird because that's something that you wouldn't expect from him, because in the first few seasons at the Pirates, he showed up in big games. Recently, it seems like he has been found out, and it seems like he has to develop an edge again in his game. But other than that, finally, the fire, yes, believe finally.
Just kind of, obviously, I think not his best game, but nothing to write home about. I think, again, he's on a very high trajectory right now. Everyone is expecting him every game, which is, again, he's a new player. He's a young player. So let's not, I think he kind of needed a game just to also calm himself down, just to kind of keep himself humble. I don't think, he was that progressive. His decision-making at certain points was a bit faulty, I'd say. So, and again, it shows his age. He's still young, but I'm quite not happy, but just in the sense of just as you said, just kind of let's not prop up these young players too soon, too quickly, because again, it can be just let them play their football. He looks good. He looks fine. He's playing with a smile on his face, and you love that. And
interesting changes there in the midfield, Njoli and Bata, 2 number 6s.
Yeah,
and you're wondering.
I'm wondering as well. I thought that was a very very pragmatic move, because you're asking yourself who's going to be progressing the ball forward. Because I'd say Tito, I don't know, he's had a weird couple of games, so you don't know if he has that spark. And your wing players right now, it's a bit So, but
for some weird reason, it worked. It worked
in terms of, I think, the solidity as well.
Without Umbule in there, it sort of worked. It kept Pirates solid. It gave them a platform to go forward. And going back to Apollos, he's actually playing in his natural position, which is left wing. Which we should note in terms of the change in his performance, because he was sort of forced to play on the right wing for most of this season. and also Ulivito. Coming in, I don't know, Shandu hasn't nailed down that right back spot since Tabiso Monyani left. And the young man has come in, solid performance in the first game.
Obviously, we don't know what's happened to Dino van Rooyen.
Yeah.
We still haven't heard any communication. We just hope he's doing well. But
yeah.
obviously, at the moment, he's not available. So you need options. You kind of need to, So I'd say he's slotted quite comfortably.
And Mashilwan and Shandu haven't took that opportunity, and it seems like he's gonna be in the starting 11 for the next couple of games.
Yeah.
But John Horto, they love him, then they hate him. They love him, then they hate him. Like,
it's like, you know what, man? You know how this is how we are, man. It's a love-hate relation. And I think again, I look at the game against Sundowns, and I'm looking at Paseko Marco playing, and I'm like, these guys, what the hell? Because I've been watching Dean Horto's performances the past couple. I think the game against Gallants was a bit scathing. Even the game against was Magesi, right? The other game that they lost, or they lost
Sukukune.
Oh, Sukukune, thank you. Yeah, Sukukune. They were not great, and I think obviously the team was just having a struggle. I think the Sundowns games, he was okay. He didn't really. So I think Paseko Marco doing well at Kaizer Chiefs doesn't look so great on Dion Horto, who's the highest earning paid player at the club, the most experienced player, the elder statesman, if you were to call it that. And I'd say this is a really needed performance, just to say that, you know what, I'm the starting left back for a reason. And I'd say that he really played well. I'd say, again, he was the man of the match. And I think he was doing all of the right things.
Yeah.
Like, he was really just allowing the team, especially on that flank with Apollos. Him and Apollos were just kind of allowing to complement each other, which credit to him and credit just to the team performance and the coach allowing, that to happen. I think, again, playing those 2 sixes allowed that solidity for these players to kind of have a bit more fun.
Yep.
And that's why I guess, scoring 3 goals, credit.
I think he's found the balance now.
Yeah.
Yes, the defense is set. Mbogazi and Siema, it seems like right now they are his preferred pairing, seeing as Nda is back, he's fit. And
interesting, because I'm just thinking now, Mbogazi and Nda, is that? I feel like they kind of both play the same.
Yeah, they're both aggressors.
That's what I'm saying, because I feel like Siema brings a certain level that in his game that the other two don't.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting because obviously as we were watching the game, there was our national coach Hugo Bros on Soccer Zone saying that, talking about Mbogazi, literally what we were saying a couple of episodes ago, in the sense of he's so composed, so intelligent, and he's at such a young age. And the fact that your national team coach is saying this on national TV about you, you've already been named, in your national team, you're gonna make it. I think that bodes well for him in terms of, I just hope that he's able to keep that consistency, because I think players like him being on it every single game is really what will help this team kind of solidify for their season to kind of start now. I think 3 wins on the trot, you needed that, you needed the consistency. The alarm bells are gone. We're back now. We're in the race. You're what now? I think
2 points off.
You're not that far off from Chiefs and Sukukune.
I think 4 points.
4 points.
Top of the
again,
team.
Kind of interesting. So I think credit to them, credit to the coach as well for kind of stabling the ship and just kind of getting himself in a good zone. 2 clean sheets. That's what we need. And I think now the season can kind of start, and now we can have a bit more fun. You know what I mean? But no. Otherwise, we just wanted to briefly talk about that game. But anything else, let us know what you guys think about the game. How do you see the... Actually, hold on. Wait. Whilst we're still here, Jose Ribeiro has been fired by Al Ahly.
Interesting.
And I remember you and I sitting here, we were saying that it's kind of strange, the fact that coach couldn't wait to leave. He couldn't wait to be on the next plane to Egypt. Again, understandably so. But boom, there you go.
Bro,
interesting. And I think also the fact that the fan base, the Pirates fan base, the people that adored him so much, that loved him, have been saying, in your face, kind of very not very warm type of. So for you, what do you just brief those before we sign off?
I think I watched his games in the Club World Cup. It wasn't convincing. I haven't been tuning into the Egyptian Premier League like that. so far he doesn't have a great record, bro. Like 1 win in 7 matches, and that's Al Ahly, bro.
Yeah,
that's Al Ahly. If you're not gonna give them or at least show signs that you can at least bring silverware back at the end of the season, it's over. I don't know about you. What were your thoughts?
No, I mean, I was kind of just like, we saw this the Couple Cup. That first game it was Inter Miami, right?
Yeah, Inter Miami.
And they lost that game.
They drew that match.
They drew that game. Yeah. And from that game, you already said that, it's not looking good already. I think Al Ahly is those types of teams, they kind of move like a Bayern Munich, and you're just like, anything less than exceptional is not good enough.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the job, it's just you do not have the capacity for what the job required.
Like you can't come there with your MTN 8 and Nedbank Cup CV and think you're gonna cut it there.
And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But we just wanted to briefly just mention that. But let us know what you guys think about everything that we've kind of discussed today. But for myself, Mo and VJ here, No Foul Plays today. Stay tuned in.
Go.